So I am fucking pissed. Robinhood screwed me over again. Just, I don't get it, man. I don't get it. You know, I didn't want to do it. I know it. I know in my past videos I've talked about how Robinhood isn't good for cryptocurrency, but I did have some holdings of cryptocurrency there. You know, I was kind of hoping that it would spike a little bit. I didn't want to have to, mess around too much. I wanted to just kind of ride it out. Try to do some trading today. Restricted. Pattern day trade restricted. Getting tired of this. Getting tired of this shit. Trying to watch the market. Trying to get some trades in today. I've kind of been a little slow for me. And then the past couple days been slow trading. But oh man, it's frustrating as all hell. I ended up selling most of my crypto holdings on Robinhood, my Doge holdings, to try to transfer my account to another brokerage that I had open just to allow me to trade again. And oh man, it fucking sucks. Let's see if the chat is on. Let's change this title. There we go. Let's see if that drums up some viewers. Absolutely. I loved Robinhood from the very beginning. I was one of the first people to sign up. I was on the waiting list to join their exchange. And then they started off in crypto, and I'm a huge crypto guy. And now it's up in the air. I have probably 5 or 6 brokerage accounts that I trade on, and Robinhood. I mean, they all meet the pattern day trade requirements over 25,000, right? So my Robinhood account here, I'm bringing it up for you, makes it easier. It's freaking stupid. I'm so used to being in a shop environment and swearing. I'm trying to hold my tongue here a little bit and not swear as much. All right, so here's my Robinhood account, right? So well over the 25K limit, and say I want to go execute this Neo trade. It's my Neo option. Go to place that sell order, and I get hit with this stupid restriction, right? Like, why? I took about a week and a half vacation because I spent time with my family from trading. Just doing some little Doge stuff here on the side, and following some other stuff, and I come back to Robinhood and I get hit with this. Yeah, I'm a day trader. This is what I do. This is, I quit my day job to be a day trader, and I get hit with this shit. This is cutting into my livelihood. I'll pull up my account. Nothing. I mean, there's not even a day trade on the list, and I'm getting hit with a pattern day trade fault. Yeah, written to them, written multiple emails to them, reached out to them. You can't find the phone number to save your life, right? like it's kind of a big circle back and forth. Um, just, yeah, for the first email I wrote to them when this happened, I got some kind of generic response back, and it was all BS. It was just it was a mistake, yada yada. So I wrote them again, and now it's going to take 2 to 5 days to respond back to my case numbers, what they're calling it now. It's just man, no, don't even get me started on Coinbase, man. I used Coinbase for a long time. I actually had a cryptocurrency based company where I helped people get set up on Coinbase. Hold on.
Ghost keeps swimming next to me and don't want to next to me.
Okay, then just don't play with it. Sorry, my son. Yeah, Coinbase completely locks me out. I can access my account, but I can't make any trades. I can't make any withdrawals. I can't even access any of the cryptocurrency that I have on there. So I'm done with Coinbase. I'm done with PayPal. I mean, this pandemic has wrecked my whole e-commerce setup that I had going on. And my whole channel is about side hustles, and one of the biggest side hustles right now is e-commerce. So I'm trying to find all these workarounds to figure out a way to make money online, and besides my other side hustles that I got going on where I use my hands, and I'm building stuff. It's crazy shit. Yeah, see, I don't know why they're restricting people all of a sudden. I did all the verification on Coinbase. Because I'm in the U.S., so I had to do all the verification, verify your license, billing address, all the crap, to the max level, because I had a fairly large Coinbase account at one point in time. And all of a sudden I log in one day, and now they're saying, oh, you don't have access to your trades. You don't have access to the trading platform. I don't get it. I wish I had an answer for everybody. I mean, this is, I get craptastic emails. Robinhood support, 1 to 3 days. No way. They got too many people with, big pockets, funding them, so they have to, abide by the rules and bend over, or they get their funding pulled. I don't know. I mean, it was nice when Robinhood was small, and, they're making big changes, big waves. So Tony, I'm fully verified on Coinbase. Max level verification. I had a $150,000, $200,000 account with cryptos on Coinbase, and it was something that I use on a daily basis. I had a business account for Coinbase as well, and I logged in one day and it said my account was restricted. Now I don't know if it had something to do with the fact that my PayPal account, I'm no longer allowed to use PayPal, or something got flagged on my Wells Fargo account that was linked to Coinbase. I have no clue, and I've been going back and forth with them for probably about 9 months now, trying to get my Coinbase reactivated, because I have, some holdings on there, nothing crazy, but it's, most of my holdings I've moved over to crypto.com, but it would be nice to have Coinbase set up. I mean, with their whole API system and everything for the mining that I do, it would have been nice. They're saying I have a fraudulent activity on my account, and they're not just not telling me what the fraudulent activity is. Case number, everything. Like I said, it's been going on for 6-8 months now. Sorry, my cat keeps trying to jump on the computer. Yeah, I was hooked up to Pro Hashing as well for a while through their API setup that they had going on. Maybe that's what it is. Maybe they're not too happy with Pro Hashing. But I know the minimum payout when you hook up your Coinbase to Pro Hashing, I think is like $10. So, but I still don't know why they would flag it for that reason. Sounds fishy. Get a lawyer. Yeah, I wish I could, man. You guys watching the market at all today? Been watching it a little bit. Okay. This is what my cat. This is what my freaking cat does to me every time I try to trade or get in the camera. Yeah, I mean, I saw that this morning. Luckily, I saw the signs of it going down. Yeah, pull up my account here. So I had first thing this morning. I had about 300,000 um, Doge on Robinhood, and I'm big time against buying crypto on Robinhood, but it was fast and easy, and I had money in the account. That's why I did it when Doge started pumping. I got lucky this morning. I ended up selling my 300K worth of Doge for, I think it was like 7.2 or 7.3. So it netted me like, $6,000, I think, in profit. Let's see here. Yeah, so I got out around, well, I put the order in at 7.1, 7.2. It didn't execute it until 7.09. But I still ended up netting like 6K worth of profit, which wasn't bad. And then as it pulled out and hit that bottom peak, I bought back in about another 150, just because I got nothing else to do. I can't trade on any other platform right now, so it's in a holding pattern again. Past the So I do have a Doge core wallet. Don't use it too often because I am doing a lot of transfers, and I do have a Doge giveaway right now. So if you want to send me your Doge address, I'll send you some Dogecoin, if I haven't done it already. So I use mainly a Coinomi wallet, and I'm buying Doge on crypto.com. Now, crypto.com allows you to buy the Doge and to transfer it out, but it won't let you deposit Doge. So when I'm mining it, it's mainly going to my Coinomi wallet, and those where I'm getting the funds to pretty much do the airdrops that I'm doing for Doge. Sorry, it's coin Coinomi. Yeah, it's a mobile app. It might even have a website. Let me see if I can pull it up for you guys. Yeah, I'm mining Doge. I have a couple of Antminer L3s that are super overclocked. Just made a video about overclocking them. If you want to check it out, I think it's the last video I posted. It's kind of the setup and the overclock setup for Doge. I have probably 10 L3s that are overclocked and a couple S9s. Unfortunately, the property that I'm renting right now has some older wiring, so I can't run all of my miners at once. So I can only run maybe 2 or 3 at a time. So I do have 2 of my L3s running right now. One of them is pointed at a member of my Discord server. He's getting some hashing power. And then the other one is on pro hashing right now. I don't think Koinomi has a referral program, but if you wanted to check out, I think crypto.com, jump into my Discord server, and there is a server chat just called affiliate links. Those are all my affiliate links if you want to check those out. Yeah, man, I wish I could figure something out. I mean, I have a couple, 220 breakers. So they're 50 amp. So sorry, it's a 220 plug on a 50 amp breaker. I mean, I could wire those to run. I could probably get five to six miners off that breaker itself, but then I'd have to rewire, and I really don't want to have to do that in a rental property. Cool, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'm trying to get the Discord going, so we can chat more with everybody and get the conversation going. That's one of my biggest things is, coming from a teaching background, I love the back and forth between, just exchange of information, exchange of knowledge. It's huge. It's so important right now with everything that's going on. Yeah, it looks like housing, electronic, and tech sector's a little down today. So I was trying to get into some buying opportunities, and just didn't work out. Robinhood blocked me out. Appreciate it, man. Thank you. Hey, if you got a Doge wallet, drop it in the chat. I'll send you some right now. Let me turn off slow mode. I don't know why slow mode is on. There we go. Save. There, slow mode should be off in the chat. Mini stocks. What do you? Oh, mining stocks. Don't really mine stocks. I try to day trade on the the U.S. stock markets, whether it be options or just buying straight stocks. I also do forex trading as well. So foreign exchange currencies, USD versus Canadian dollar, or the euro versus the USD. Kind of took a break from that a little bit to focus and learn more about options trading, but I definitely want to get back into my forex trading. Bitfarm. I've heard of Bitfarm. I haven't really had a chance to check it out. Computing power to reshape the world. Services, hosting tomorrow's growth, company operations. I'll have to look into it some more. That's interesting. All right. Let's see what we got here. Gonna pull up my Koinami wallet here. Fresh Fish, is that a Doge wallet? I see D91, so it looks like a Doge wallet. crypto tab. So when you pulled up, I pulled up crypto tag just to kind of see what it was. It's actually the first time I've heard of it. I've used the Brave browser in the past. I still kind of use it now and again. Now, is that something similar? Is the crypto tab similar to the Brave tab, where you get crypto for using their browser? I'll definitely have to look into it. You have a referral link you want to share with us? Hey, what happened, Fresh Fish? I was about to send you some Dogecoin. I don't see your wallet address anymore. What happened? Did you bounce on the chat already? Yeah, I haven't tried to download Konami on Windows yet. I just use it on my mobile device. It makes it easy for me. I think once you get them set up, make sure you save your passphrases and your backup stuff. That way you can link your Windows wallet to your mobile device and you have the mobile wallet. So my L3, I have a couple of them running right now. Let's see here. There we go. Sorry about that. It took me a second. So I got one L3 that I bought new from Bitmain. It's one of my older L3s. That one's running about 691, and then I have a newer L3 that I picked up. Well, new to me. I actually bought it used, so I picked that one up, reflashed the firmware, and I'm doing about 720 mega hash right now. Yeah, man, I'm a huge Dogecoin supporter. I know a bunch of people are ragging on it as a joke coin, as a meme coin, which it is. And there's no set cap limit on Dogecoin. But what people aren't realizing is the demand that comes with it. There's only X amount of Doge that can be mined every year. So although there is no cap on Dogecoin, yes, only so much can be mined. And what people are talking about on the Bitcoin or the BTT forums is starting a burn wallet, meaning that you'd have a wallet specifically designed to burn Doge, keeping that demand up per year. So, that's one thing that I'd like to see. Yeah, I have no idea why my chat's still in slow mode, guys. I'm sorry. It won't let me turn it off. Driving a tanker truck at work while chatting in a YouTube live stream. That's some brave shit right there, man. As long as you're not watching it, I appreciate it. Don't want you crashing or nothing. What kind of tank are you running? Text when it's safe to do so. Yeah, man, the hash rate from these L3s, you know, this one in particular. Let me make this one bigger. So like I said, this miner here, I actually had it. It was a immersion miner, so I had it in a mineral bath, basically running in fluid. Took it out, dried it, went to storage for a number of years, for a couple months rather, and turned it back on when I got into this new house, and a bunch of my chips were showing up dead. So just troubleshooting. This has kind of been like my benchmark machine where I try new firmwares. So I tried the Blizz firmware, which isn't bad. The original Blizz firmware, not the new one where they hide the fees. Tried Hive OS. Hive OS was decent. I like Hive OS if you have more than 10 miners. If you have a bank of miners, Hive OS really makes sense. And it's really good with GPU miners. And then I stumbled upon this current firmware by asicfw.io, and man, this shit flies. I mean, I'm cooking through my power, but at the same time, it figured out why those chips were dead, and it was just a frequency issue that you couldn't fine tune on any of the other firmwares. This one, I can individually go into my chips and I can manually set each frequency on those chips. So it brought them back to life. It's unreal, man. I mean, I can't say enough good things about this firmware. I'm good. I'm glad, man. I hope you're getting it, at least a high at 690 to 720. Looks like Dogecoin stabilized in a little bit. Got a nice little step going on here for the day. Yeah, in Elon we trust, right? I mean, got Elon, you got Gene Simmons, you got Snoop Dogg, all back in Dogecoin now. It's freaking nuts. I'm hoping that it pumps. I mean, I'd love to see Dogecoin hit $1. I'd love to see it hit $5. You holding anything else besides Dogecoin? You in the stock market at all? I hope you're not holding any GameStop bags or AMC bags like me. Yeah, Litecoin is probably my, Dogecoin and Litecoin are probably my two favorites to mine. Huh. Saying I got some dead miners. Let me refresh this. Okay. Got at least one running, thank God. Yeah, when I saw Litecoin dip back down under $100 a couple months back, I bought up as much as I could at the time. Granted, I was in the process of moving, so I wasn't able to get a whole bunch, but I did, put some away. That's that rainy day fund. Let's see what we got. You enjoy that little break of yours. You really should think about quitting. I mean, I shouldn't be talking. I'm a career welder. My voice sounds like I've been smoking for 30 years. Let's roll some dice. Woohoo! Yeah, man, I'm just waiting for that closing bell now to see what we end up at. It's been an interesting day. Apple's down, SNE, Dell, HPQ, all in the red for the day. It's nice to see a little bit of a pickup. This whole sector here for household electronics was completely tapped out red. So it looks like we got a bit of a comeback here towards the end of the day, which isn't bad. Unfortunately, I couldn't get any trading in, so that kind of sucked. Man, I don't know. Apple's been talking to tons of people. I mean, there was rumors of Apple talking to Lucid Motors a while back, so I'm curious to see if they end up pulling the plug or you know it's definitely gonna be interesting once we get some more Apple integration into cars. I know that you know you can get a bunch of GM vehicles with Apple integration and Ford vehicles. So to see an actual Apple vehicle would be something pretty neat. And I'm not a huge Apple person. I'm more Android. I love Samsung. Love Android. It'd definitely be interesting to see a car roll down the street with the big Apple logo on the back. That'd be wild. Yeah, I heard Kia canceled. I mean, GM's got deep pockets. I mean, GM always does good. The only one that I think really does better than GM, is it would be Ford. Even when we had that, the big economic crisis in 2008, Ford was one of the only ones that didn't take the bailout. That didn't take, they their stock dropped tremendously, but they still made it on top without hardly any debt compared to what they went into it with. And less people are buying cars right now, which is huge as well. I'm sure they're all getting hit with that. Yeah, I don't know what Apple's got going on. It's just steady trending sideways. That's not what I want. So Webull's cool, man. I mean, you can look up Dogecoin or other cryptocurrencies, but unfortunately you can't trade all of them yet. But it's nice to see that they have it, plugged in. At least that way I can use some indicators and some chart analysis. When will BTC hit the 50K mark? Dude, we're right there. I mean, if we zoom out on the chart, let me see how far I can zoom out here. Bear with me, I'm not too familiar with Webull charting. So looking at the day chart, let's look at the week chart. You can kind of see little steps in here, and that's good holdings for when you see cryptocurrencies and seeing that rise and that consolidation, meaning that people are buying in and they're not just selling immediately when they see the profit. They're getting that consolidation, and they're holding that price there. And then they get that huge news with Tesla, using 15%. I think it was like between 8 and 15% of their wallet and buying up $1.5 billion worth of Bitcoin. That's insane. So, all right, we're going to jump back to cryptocurrency mining. That's fine. My big take on GPUs versus ASIC mining. I like ASIC mining. It's simple, it's effective, it's straightforward. There's not a whole lot to it. If once you understand the basic setups for these miners and the firmware, I mean, miner configuration. You enter your pool information there, click a button, and you're good to go. I know there are softwares out there and firmwares that make it a little easier for GPU mining as of lately. But just the amount of money that goes into some of these miners to make any kind of profit back. So, and that's what it all comes to me is return on investment. So I can go to eBay right now and pick up, an L3 Plus for $200, right? And, or say $150, whatever it is, 200. And I can overclock it to 720 mega hash with my current low power rate consumption, or the low fees I pay for power. That miner return on investment is pretty quick, especially with Dogecoin on the rise right now. Graphics cards, you have to keep up with this. So right now, what are we doing? We're doing the 3090 or 30 series for the RTX. I mean, are you guys familiar with whattomine.com? GPU. So let's say, let's go to 3080, right? You know, one of the higher valued miners that are out there, just one of them. I mean, calculate. One miner's making 1285 a day. What's the current value of those machines? 80. $1,000, $2,000, $1,200 for 3080, and you make it $13 a day, $12, yeah, $13 a day. So we're just talking about just the ROI on the GPU, not the motherboard, not anything else that you have to get these things running. We're going to assume that you're a long-time GPU miner, and this is just plug and play with upgraded hardware, right? So let's take $1,000 even. So it's going to take almost 77 days to make your return on investment for that $1,000 graphics card. It's tricky, man. I mean, I would love to do more GPU mining because, you know, I like Ethereum. I like some of the graphics card or GPU only cryptocurrencies that are out there. It's difficult for me right now to be doing a graphics card rig. I mean, I got two young kids. I'm in a rental house, and my power is iffy. You know, power supply is iffy. You know, luckily I was able to get my power cost locked in when I first moved into this rental house. So that being said, I got lucky. But to build a rig from scratch right now and plug it into, even if I stick it in my office, I know they're not as loud as an ASIC miner. I don't know. I mean, if I could pick up a used one and then play with it a little bit, maybe I'd change my mind. But as of right now, I like ASIC. I like the ASIC machines. I know that some people hate them because they're super expensive right off the bat, and they bring down the price of crypto, or they bring down the profitability super fast once one is released. I think, let's see here. So the next big money miner to come out is by Innosilica. It's the A11 Pro. It's the Ethereum monster miner. It's not yet available, so it doesn't come out until June 2021, and it's got a pretty heavy sticker price on it. Yeah, say 23K for an ASIC miner. Not something I'm buying right off the bat. Maybe I'll buy a used one in a couple of years when it comes down. I'm all about refurbishing, reusing. There are so many companies available right now that have upgraded firmwares, have come up with alternative solutions to cut your power, to cut your heat, to cut your noise. You just don't see that development around the GPUs as much as you do the ASIC units. Now, let's take a step back from mining itself and look at the technology behind ASIC. We first started Bitcoin mining with ASIC machines. We were using 15 nanometer chips, and in no time at all, we're already down to 7 nanometer chips. I mean, that is a huge jump in technology and chip technology to be jumping that large, and now we're talking about 5 nanometer chips and 3 nanometer chips. It's you know it cryptocurrency has forced chip developers to put the extra hours in and really work on that technology. So looking at it from that perspective, I think it's pretty cool. That technology doesn't just have to be applied to cryptocurrency and ASIC miners. Now that you have a 7 nanometer chip, it can be programmed to do millions of different things. It's going to cut the cost of phones. It's you're going to get the the zero point 0.5 or zero point 0.2 nanometer chip embedded in a contact lens in your eye for VR augmented reality. I mean, we're only everyone says, oh, we're decades away. No, we're not decades away. We're years away. 5 years maybe. It's going so fast, and that's the other thing that a lot of people don't take into consideration when they talk about crypto. Crypto's done huge leaps and bounds for the financial industry, sure, but the tech side of things, everybody forgets about the tech side of things when it comes to crypto. People that are researching these chips and researching, what they can do with just the blockchain itself technology, on a software side of things, this has opened up so many more doors for people and for companies that I think there's no going back to the old system that we had. It's just not going to happen. So I refer to this site a lot when I'm looking for new ASIC machines, just to kind of get an idea. I typically, like I said, I like to buy used machines and see if I can refurbish them and update the firmware and so on. So I'm taking a look here, and we got like the S17, still pretty up there in price, but then you have like the S9, 16 terahash Bitcoin miner for brand new 340, 150 day turnaround on ROI. So it's not great, but that's a stock machine. So if I can find, now what I would do is I would go to, all the marketplaces I can get my hands on, eBay, Craigslist, Facebook, some of the cryptocurrency or mining marketplaces that are out there. And what I'll do is I'll try to find a cheaper version of that miner, and then I'll update the firmware, especially now that I'm using that ASIC FWIO firmware, and then they specialize in Antminer firmware. So let's take a look. So S17, so S9. So yeah, even with the S9, they're saying that they can cut power, pre-release, free dev fee less than 2%. I mean, and that's another thing. So they got the dev fee kind of built in there. I'm fine with it. I'm not. They're making up for it on the long. In my opinion, they're making up for those dev fees. But to have a 16 terahash S9 running 15% less power than what it comes out of the box, that cuts your ROI time down pretty significantly. And then you're also picking up a cheaper used one as well. So then you're cutting your time down even further. So that 150-day ROI for a stock unit now drops down to a 50-day ROI. And that's typically what I've been doing is I've been looking for these used miners. Been looking for. I got one right now on my shelf that I'm rebuilding. I have a S9 actually. Is it S9? T9. It's got a couple bad boards on it, or it has a board with a couple fried chips. It looks to me like it had a power surge, and it's completely gone. But I can pick up some of those replacement boards fairly cheap, or I pick up another T9 and I swap out the parts, and I'm back up and running for a fraction of the cost that would have cost me to buy one new, or even some of these secondhand ones that are claiming to be out of the box new or never been touched by hands. So that's typically what I've been doing for most of my miners. I only have a couple of them that I purchased new from Bitmain. Most of my miners I have purchased secondhand and have refurbished and cleaned up, flashed new firmware on it, and either given them away or I got them plugging away in the back room, screaming away. Yeah, so the link I just posted in the chat, that's the site I'm looking at now. It'll give you up-to-date time. So these are all stock machines. It gives you what's going to produce the most per day. And then it's also going to, like if you click on, scroll down here, the T19. All right, so it gives you a little graph. Tells you how much you're going to make in a year. Tells you how much you make in a month, how much you make in a day. And then if you scroll down to the very bottom here, it gives you a list of approved vendors. So these are guys that are, not eBay scammers. They're approved vendors for these miners, and they'll tell you. So, for example, this guy's out of stock, so you're never going to make your ROI there. But Coin Miner is a trusted vendor in the U.S. He's selling the T19 for a little over $7,000. You make your ROI in 10 months. So it gives you all the information that you need there for the base machines, and then from that base level, you can look into updating firmware. You can look into figuring out ways to lower your power consumption. It's so a lot of these miners, you got to remember, if you're getting into cryptocurrency and you're getting into mining, these numbers are being pulled from what they can do in a pool setting. Now, if you have enough hashing power, it may be beneficial for you to point that hashing power, say, in a solo mining direction. I had a guy I was talking to the other day, and they were talking about renting some hashing power or having a hashing contract, and he was going to point it at, just at a pool and not solo mine. So like you pull up some of these contracts on eBay and it's, $30 for 24 hours worth, at 10 terahash of Bitcoin, their lottery contracts is what they're selling you on. If you're pointing those at a pool, it's not really worth it. You're wasting a bunch of money. You're maybe making $2 off the 8 to 10 that you spend. So you're at a loss. You're down now $10. You're down $8, right? So if you have enough hashing power, or you just feel like you're a very lucky individual, go ahead and solo mine. I have had good success solo mining. I've in the past found a number of Doge blocks, and you got to remember, so Dogecoin releases a new block every minute. It's 10,000 coins every minute. It's 1 point whatever billion or something like that every year. Vergecoin, I think they just had a halving, or they're about to have a halving, so it went from 200 coins a block down to 100 coins a block. I've had good success finding Verge blocks. Digibit, same thing. Now, Digibit and Verge are both SHA-256 and script algorithm for mining, so you have to be careful. There's only a limited amount of hashing that they do on each algorithm. But there are a number of cryptocurrencies out there that are low enough hashing pool-wise and high enough reward-wise where it makes sense to solo mine. Right now, Dogecoin is a little more difficult than it used to be. Years back, you could point an L3 base model, L3 Plus, at a Dogecoin pool, and you'd find a block if you were solely mining Dogecoin. Now, Dogecoin doesn't have a whole lot of hashing power pointed at it directly because it is a merged cryptocurrency, meaning that when you mine Litecoin, you mine Dogecoin. But if you could figure out, and there are sites out there, if you could figure out how to point your miner directly at a Doge server and mine directly on the Doge server, your chances of finding a block are pretty lucky considering how fast the block rewards come out. So, BitFi. Yeah, I've heard of BitFi. I haven't had a chance to check them out yet. I use crypto.com. They work pretty well for me. So I don't know what the interest is for BlockFi when it comes to interest. So I do have a spreadsheet someplace. I believe I shared it in one of my videos previously. So you might have to go back a little bit to find that. But there was, so you have BlockFi, you have Celsius, you have Crypto.com, and you have MyConstant. Now, Crypto.com, Celsius, BlockFi, they all have very similar interest rates. I personally like Crypto.com because, when you stake their coin, you get, 100% money back on your Netflix or your Spotify accounts. You also get, you can also earn interest on those coins. The more of their cryptocurrency you hold, the more rewards you get, the more interest you get paid out. So that's why I really like Crypto.com. The other one is MyConstant. Now, MyConstant is not an actual cryptocurrency wallet, although they do use cryptocurrency. It's a crypt-backed peer-to-peer lending service. So you can deposit cryptocurrency or you can deposit USD, and you can lend out either one of them or borrow either one of them. So peer-to-peer. And I've had good luck with that. I got a couple $1,000s that are compounding interest. I'm rolling over every 30 days. I got a couple $1,000. So in compounding interest and earning interest on crypto is big, especially right now when not everybody has access to miners or has access to unlimited funds, or is just trying to change their way of life a little bit. E-gold. What do you want to know about e-gold? It's not much on it right now. I don't know too much about e-gold right now. I'll have to do some research and get back to you guys. I mean, there's always been, in the crypto space, there's always been talk about comparing Bitcoin to gold. So it's only a matter of time before they came out with an e-gold. Now, I know in the past, I'm talking maybe a year and a half, 2 years ago, there was a company that you could buy stake in gold with digital currency. It was their own digital currency. Now, Whether that has evolved into this e-gold you're talking about, I'm not sure. This company claimed to be able to hold physical gold in a like an off-site type wallet, and it was backed by cryptocurrency. Whether that was the case or not, I'm not sure if they're even still around. I'll have to do some more digging though on Eagle. That's interesting. Fade public opinion to truly gain financial freedom. Hold. Absolutely. I'm in crypto for the long haul. I day trade to pay my bills, and I invest and I hold crypto. So I don't know if that doesn't tell you, about how I handle things. I don't know what else does. So again, I day trade stock market, foreign exchange, options, and I take a percentage of whatever my weekly earnings are, and I put that into cryptocurrency to hold. I feel cryptocurrency has a better return of value than I think anything else right now. So I use, Robinhood, TD Ameritrade, my Webull accounts. Those are all my ATMs, and that's how I'm buying my crypto. Dogecoin pumping again. It's getting a nice little step. Yeah, see that big spike right there, man. I'm curious. Let me see if I can pull up the Doge wallets. So if you ever see, well, for me personally, if I ever see a big spike like that or a big drop in an exchange when it comes to cryptocurrency, the first thing I do is go to the block explorer. All right, so here's some of the outputs on the block explorer for Dogecoin, so you can see where some of the back and forth is going. Now, I'm not 100% sure on how Robinhood handles their cryptocurrency, whether they're just holding it as a security, or if they actually have a cryptocurrency wallet for the entire company. Then that's how they're trading it. So I'm not sure how those transactions from Robinhood crypto show up on the Block Explorer. I've yet to kind of figure that one out yet. But looking at the Block Explorer today, just in the past couple hours here, somebody transferred to 476,593,964.9 Doge. So that's roughly $37 million worth of Dogecoin that was output someplace. We can dive a little deeper here, I believe. Block. Yeah, you can see initial output. Whoever discovered that block got a nice little reward. Yeah, that's a huge block for Dogecoin. $37 million block. So that may have been one of the reasons why we saw that spike. Here's another huge block. So let me pull it up. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see, as now that we got celebrities backing cryptocurrencies, Elon Musk backing Doge and backing Bitcoin, Gene Simmons, Snoop Dogg, all these guys getting involved with crypto. It's going to be interesting to see what the market does. And don't just jump into something, guys, without doing your research too. Really, ask questions, do your research, do your digging, and never invest more than you are willing to lose. I'm not a financial advisor by any means. This is just something that I've discovered I have a knack for, and I enjoy doing. I'm a former teacher and I'm a former welder. So I've been a welder for 20 plus years. So I'm good with numbers. I'm good with math. But this allows me to kind of take a step back, sit down, and spend time with my family, and really focus on providing a better future for my family. And like I said, I enjoy doing it as well. But back to what I was saying. Do your research. Don't jump on the biggest fad. Just because everybody else is doing it. And I'm guilty of doing it as well. I bought into AMC. I didn't buy into GameStop, but I did buy into AMC. But I did my research in it, and I bought limited options, but I bought more stocks. So I'm hoping that in the long run, when the pandemic is over, my stocks will cover my losses for my option trades. You could hold on to options for a limited time. You can only hold on to them until the contract expires. But stocks, as long as the company doesn't go out of business, you can hold on to those stocks forever. Yes, 100% Doge on Pro Hash. That's typically what I got mine set to. Yeah, 100% Doge. Appreciate the shout out, man. I try to help. But really what it comes down to, yeah, I'm trying to help, and I do my best to help. But in the long run, you guys are helping me. I'm not. This is stuff like the guy that brought up e-gold. I've never heard of e-gold, so now what am I going to do? I'm going to go dive into it. I'm going to research it. I'm going to learn everything there is to know about e-gold because that one individual brought it up. You're expanding, my horizons, my thought process, my knowledge, and that's why I love having that conversation. That back and forth is huge to me. If you're not in my Discord channel, get in my Discord channel. If you haven't subbed to the channel, sub to the channel. Hit that like button. Show the channel some love. Help me really grow this community where we can all help each other. And that's my biggest goal for doing this. And my biggest drive is, yeah, of course, financial freedom, but I don't want it just for myself. I want a community that can help each other truly grow financially. There's so many scammers out there and so many people that are promising financial freedom, that are promising, do this, do what I do, and you'll have wealth beyond your wildest dreams. The only way to get wealthy is to have the knowledge to do so. If you don't have the knowledge or the group of people around you, you're surrounding yourself with knowledge, you're never going to get there. So that's what I'm trying to build is the base level, is the knowledge, a place where people can go, ask questions, air out their mistakes, and really grow together. That's my big driving point behind this channel is not just for my growth, but for your growth as well. Preach. Nice hash. I was hit pretty hard when Nice Hash first came out and they got hacked. So I haven't been back since. Now I've been told that Nice Hash has stepped up their security and has really done or are really doing their due diligence to better their security. But I personally have not been back to mine on Nice Hash since they were hacked. I lost, I think, like, I don't know, 18K. So big no for me when it comes to Nice Hash. But I hear good things lately, so who's to say? Who's to say? Hey, where did you send your Doge wallet? I didn't see it. Let's see. How many Doge I got? A lot. And I'm constantly buying it. So I don't just buy the Doge, I mine it. If you join in the conversation, that's kind of what we're doing. We're talking about mining Doge. We're talking about how I got screwed over with Robinhood and kind of what's going on financially. Currently, right now with Doge, I think I have 1.7 million Doge is what I'm holding between like a number of different wallets. So if you have a Doge address, drop me your Doge address, either email it to me or hit me up on Discord, and I'll send you some Doge. So I made the boast. Yes, those are my boots, buddy. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I made the boast earlier today on Twitter. Again, you guys, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Discord, join the server, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. But I made the boast earlier on Twitter, respond to somebody's message. What would you do if Doge hit $10? And I said that was a lot of pizza. $37 million worth of pizza I could buy. And another one was, if AMC, because I'm holding some AMC bags right now, if AMC was able to pump to $30, I'd buy another 1.5 million Doge and give it out. So that's kind of where I'm at when it comes to Dogecoin. I'm a huge supporter. I can do that for you. I can do a test run. For pro hashing, I know right off the bat that my payouts are between 150 and 200 Doge. I can actually show you. Let's see, payouts. Okay. So yeah, so when I'm not pulling my miners off to try different things, I'm averaging about 148 to probably just under 200 Doge with my 720 mega hash miner. Um, and that's about in a 24 to 22 hour range. I can absolutely put one on nice hash. Um, I'm not going to keep it on nice hash, but I'll do a 24-hour test for you if that's what you want. Absolutely. Yeah, if you want to drop your Doge address either in the chat again or send it to me on Discord if you're on the Discord server. Just direct message me your address if you want, and I'll put it out that way too. I'm still looking for moderators as well on Discord. So if you're familiar with Discord, you're comfortable with it, let me know. I'll be doing kind of real basic interviews for Discord moderators. So there is no phone number for Robinhood apparently. They say there is. If you go to their website, they say there's a phone number and to contact us, but it brings you in a big circle over and over again. It sucks. So yeah, I do as much as I can on Discord. It's just an easier place to get a hold of me sometimes rather than in the comments or emailing me. Um, that way, if I have to, I can share my screen with you and do a walkthrough. Um, he's out there, sweetie. Thank you. My daughter just walked in. Um, so yeah, reach out to me on Discord. We'll figure something out. But I think I've ranted enough for the day. Wife just walked in with my daughter, so I'm gonna go catch up with them, and I'll catch up with you guys later. Take it easy, guys.